What is good, cloudy people, and welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Bobbalam on some more Juice WRLD analysis regarding the unforgettable legacy he left behind. Was he our generation's Biggie or Tupac? Let's talk about it. Okay, so yesterday, Herbo was interviewed on Breakfast Club in order to promote his newly released PTSD album that also dropped yesterday. The album hosted many Chicago rap stars, including the likes of Chance the Rapper, Polo G, Lil Durk, BJ the Chicago Kid, and most notably, Juice WRLD, whom he was very close friends with and was actually known for helping discover and build Juice alongside Lil Bibby. In the interview, Herbo was inevitably asked about how he felt about his brother Juice WRLD passing away, and he had this to say.
What Juice was to our generation, bro, and the impact that he had on us is what Biggie did for New York, for real. Like, I really think what he had, that Biggie Pac effect.
The main takeaways I gathered from the brief discussion is that Juice had the Biggie Pac effect in his short time here, in which he meant so much to the generation because of the vulnerability he communicated in his music that helped people. Not only this, but he achieved all the success in his career by being his authentic self, for better or worse. Now, ultimately, this is what took him away, the anxiety and drug use, but on the other hand, it allowed a massive proportion of our generation to connect with him almost personally due to the fact that over 10 million citizens in the US alone between the ages of 12 and 29 relate to his message in showing signs of drug abuse. And unlike most rappers' content, Juice WRLD wrote stories about past experiences, the highs and the lows of his usage, similar to Tupac and Biggie, whom had very similar vulnerabilities and storytelling attributes in their music. Although in their case, they were most noted for addressing contemporary social issues that plagued inner cities and were considered symbols that unified their neighborhoods on the East and West Coast respectively. In the same way though, Juice unified this generation in which one of the primary issues is drug abuse, considering its prominent role in hip-hop music nowadays, which is also technically pop music currently because it is the most listened to genre. Some other commonalities Juice WRLD shared with the legends is his ability to freestyle, wherein Biggie Smalls was known for never writing down his lyrics after stepping in the booth with Jay-Z, as well as having a loose and easy flow at the same time telling semi-autobiographic stories. And as many of you know if you're watching this video and are big fans of Juice WRLD, he practically freestyled the entire Death Race for Love album alongside witnesses, including his girlfriend Allie, who tweeted, "I just need to say this real quick, do y'all understand that every song off Death Race for Love was never written? I watched along with many others as he spoke every song into existence, one verse after another, freestyle, mostly based off of our day, mood, or high at the moment in time, a king." There is even video proof of his crazy skill to spit actually comprehensive lyrics off the top of his head in his Tim Westwood segment where he freestyled literally for over an hour. And I don't know about y'all, but I can't even concentrate on anything without coffee every 20 minutes, so multiply that by 3. And the last but not least characteristic that embodied Juice WRLD as this generation's Tupac or Biggie is his tragic death and the energy that surrounded the catastrophic event, in that when all three legends passed, their respective messages lived on and in a way became more powerful because their deaths were almost directly resulted from their messages. Tupac and Biggie spoke in the battles of crime, gang life, poverty, and social justice issues, and their lives were taken away through actions of all these, just as Juice was taken away from his own drug use. In fact, all three of them predicted their own deaths in the exact manner they passed. Biggie Smalls in his track Suicidal Thoughts rapped,
"I swear to God, I feel like death is calling me."
In a paranoid state of 1997 following Tupac's death, whom he had a perceived beef with and passed away the year earlier from gang violence, which Biggie ultimately fell victim to as well. Tupac similarly rapped as a feature on Done Changed with lyrics of
"Y'all been shot and murdered, can't tell you how it happened word for word."
And again, Juice WRLD sang,
"Tell me the death of me gon' be the perk. I know they lace pills, I bought them on purpose."
in his song Rich and Blind, among many other songs that he spoke about his own death, as well as the artists that accompanied him in this generation that also passed away. In summary, Juice WRLD shares many qualities with Tupac Shakur and Biggie Smalls, thus is justified in being related to them as this generation's Pac or Biggie in unifying a specific audience of people fighting against a greater evil. Only time will tell though, I guess, because it has been over 20 years since Tupac and Biggie died, and people still regard them as legends. The question for Juice WRLD is will his impact last the tales of time? Y'all let me know in the comments if you agree with this opinion and if you think his legacy is going to last as long as Tupac and Biggie. It's your boy Bobbalam signing off, waiting for the next Juice WRLD album, which may or may not be called Outsiders or The Abyss. Make sure to like and subscribe while you're at it, as well as to check out my other videos on Juice WRLD. Peace out, cloudy people. Know what I'm saying?